I am Marcus Blake with That Nerd Show here at the 2018 Dallas International Film Festival, and we are speaking with Brian, Rich, and Greg from the movie The Independents. And we got to dive right into it. Tell us a little bit about this film.
Well, the film is sort of based on a true story about these three guys. We are also a band called The Sweet Remains. We do folk rock, and we've been together for about 10 years. And I got a wild hair about maybe writing the screenplay probably about 6-7 years ago, and thought this relationship with two other male guys was the weirdest and most interesting relationship that I'd had in my life, and thought it might be worth
making
sharing.
a film about.
Yeah, well, I thought there might be a story that was both funny and ultimately tragic.
Well, it's always more interesting with your bros.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt and George Clooney weren't available to play us, so we played ourselves.
Very fantastic. Now, you tell is The Independents, is it about, does the title come from just you guys personally, or is it a little bit about independent music too?
Well, there's a double entendre there, but I think the reason that I liked that title was because it was sort of three solo artists. We are, in fact, three solo artists who came together and made this harmony band. And the story is about three guys who were sort of inveterate solo artists and their struggle to work together to make music, you know.
What was the biggest struggle for you guys coming together?
Acting.
Yeah, Brian and I have never acted on film before, so it was when Greg said, hey guys, I've written a screenplay and I think we should play ourselves, I think there was a little bit of trepidation about, will anyone other than our mothers care about this? But it's a really fun movie, and you know, the music is I would say like a fourth character in this film. It's such an important part of the storytelling, and that's a space that we feel very comfortable in.
Yeah, as independent artists, I'm assuming that you guys all come, you know, at music a little bit differently, even though it might all be kind of from the same genre, correct?
Yeah, I think that's part of the charm of the band, is that we are very different songwriters, and yet we can find some common ground in that three-part harmony. We all have a taste for that and appreciation for that, so you know, we all bring something unique and individual to the table, but at the end of the day, we've all had some effect on it and give it the Sweet Remains kind of spin.
Right. What is probably the most common theme in the music that you guys write?
Death.
No, I would say for us, Greg and I typically write love songs, and Brian writes really good songs about drinking whiskey.
A man after my own heart.
You can have both together.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it
they
happens.
meet, yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it happens.
That happens to be my role. So.
Yeah, and we don't need any more talking about, you know, death and music and all that. We talked to Brian from Korn yesterday, so.
All right, yeah.
So you're good.
Right, yeah, I heard about that story.
Now, what's probably the best thing about your, as you coined it, your weird relationship with your bros? What did you learn after doing this?
Well, I would say for me, I'm like their biggest fan. Like, I just love Brian as a songwriter, I love Greg as a songwriter, and so for me as a music fan, to be witness to their songs being born and to hear them singing, like that for me is the joy in doing this. And you know, whether we're playing to an audience that's a packed house or a smaller room, like we're just having fun on stage together, and that's the joy.
Nice.
That is the thing that for me made this work, is I think at a point in my own career as a solo artist that I was not interested in doing this by myself anymore. There was a collaborative thing and an opportunity to share ups and downs of the whole experience in this band that for me is both the story behind the movie and behind the band.
All right, so we're going to get to our nerdy question here.
All right, good.
If you could have a superpower or some kind of weapon of choice from the nerd universe, like a lightsaber, phaser, Thor's hammer, whatever, to fight the forces of evil,
I got you.
what would it be? All right, we're going to start with you.
Teleportation. I would teleport.
Nice.
What about you?
Leap tall buildings in a single bound.
So the old Superman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That's old school.
Mine is not something you can say on television.
Oh.
X-ray vision. X-ray vision.
Well, we'll just leave it at that. Little mystery. Okay. Very nice. Well, thank you very much, guys. Can't wait to see it, and good luck with the film.
Thanks a lot.